Are there industries that must necessarily go extinct in order for Vermont to accomplish the carbon reduction goals that you all have set out here?
It's not the way we're thinking about it. I mean, extinction is not one of the 3 goals that we have coming forward as a coalition.
Right, but there will be businesses that will suffer the extreme adverse impacts from this. And
I can say from my experience at the Alchemist, we go through a lot of propane, and the price fluctuates all the time, 10 cents, 30 cents, 20 cents. I think, you know, if it costs 10 more cents a gallon, it's not going to affect our bottom line much. I mean, it fluctuates all the time, we're used to it. And then besides that, we have money coming back to help us make our building more efficient, and other initiatives that will just help our business down the line. So I don't think that is the case.
what about like Omion, Paul, where, you know, the price of their fossil fuel is an enormous proportion of their overall operating expenses? How do you see a policy like this impacting a business like that?
Well, again, so depending on the business, electricity is exempted, and so that for those businesses that are high electricity users, they wouldn't be affected by this policy per se. Those who are using heating and transportation heavily would see a higher price for those fossil fuels. That is the point here. And we would seek to identify ways to work with those businesses, just as we are working with homeowners here. You know, the question again isn't whether we will reduce or adopt policies to reduce the use of fossil fuels. We must do that. I mean, we have to do it. And so what this policy is trying to do is recognize, let's be sensible and smart about it. Let's create programs that will provide incentives for both individuals and businesses to make the transition in the best way that they can. That's what we're going for here. The question isn't whether we do this, it's how we do it. We're trying to be as smart as we can. Frankly, those businesses' interests as well as individuals across the state. They'll be part of this conversation without a doubt.
And just adding one thing to that, you use the term extinction. I'm thinking more about evolution. There's a lot of fuel oil dealers in the state of Vermont who are increasingly more innovative in terms of becoming energy service providers as opposed to just fossil fuel dealers or oil providers. So there's some leadership there. We are, as Paul said, looking very much forward to working with them to understand, again, how do we do this right? How do we address some of their concerns? But again, still maintaining our commitment to weaning off of fossil fuels. And there's leadership there. They are evolving and they will need to evolve.